All right, it is currently 4:49 p.m. You're looking at what is impossible light activity as it's piercing through the side, it's underneath, based on not only the fact that that light is intrusive in that manner, but also based on the fact that it is intrusive in that manner as though the sun would be in any position anywhere near the city of Victorville, specifically in perfect alignment with my window, where it's also going to remain as you'll remain, if you recall yesterday. The entity had the light source in perfect alignment with me after leaving the last venue I was located at, and at 5:37 p.m. when I was in Azusa, California, in room 226, the window that is along the back parking lot, that's where the entity had the light source along that brick wall. 5:37 p.m. But at 5:37 p.m., while I'm parked in the parking lot in Victorville, California, the entity had the light source in the same position in alignment to my parking spot over here at the end, where you can see it over Motel 6, which is, again, that's approximately maybe 45 minutes away. It's 4:50 right now. That's the maintenance of the light source. The entity is engaging in what is at 4:48 p.m., which is why I'm starting this video now, where I am en route to Bakersfield, California. And I am on the 5 North Freeway, passing exit number 57, Lebec, L-E-B-E-C, exit 57 on the 5 North, which again in Victorville, California, it's San Bernardino County, off of what is the 15 freeway, which is not going to be in perfect alignment with this hotel room. You always have the perfect alignment with my physical location, which is identifying what is group stalking. That's what the people of the state are doing. They're maintaining alignment in your path. You are recognizing the population that, first of all, is demon possessed, and is second of all engaging in what is state surveillance, which is group stalking, while they're maintaining presence in that environment in your path. Driving by like you see the third party in the vehicle on the street, driving by like you see this third party in the parking lot with the convertible top on the BMW, under the fake sun that's in perfect alignment with my location. That's group stalking accomplished right there, and it's a criminal act. And you can also see a light source hotel window in Victorville, California, which is not over the 5 freeway, which would be seen through my driver's side window driving north on the 5 freeway at the exact same time, where on that date I went all the way to Kern County, Bakersfield, California, and which is nowhere in the direction of the 15 north going toward Las Vegas, for example, which is the direction going toward Victorville. I'm in Victorville right now in California. And the entity kept that light source over me as I was going toward Kern County. I went to Alvin, California, if you'll recall, and then I ended up in Bakersfield, California, where the entity had a light source over me, and the entity maintained a light source, which is not the sun, that's maintaining ubiquitous presence over everywhere, every window, every address, every building that you're inside of. In other words, with regard to what I'm documenting, we are not all maintaining this same presence under the sun for the duration of the day, which is what my evidence demonstrates, and it's impossible that that's the case. And it is also not at the same time remaining in Azusa, California. It's not in alignment with any hotel building in San Diego, California, which again, specifically Fairfield by Marriott in San Diego, California, where I captured video at 5:37 p.m., which is what I juxtapose my location here in Victorville after coming from Azusa, California, being nowhere in Las Vegas, Nevada. This position of the light source, where I am in Victorville, California, facing the opposite direction of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is not going to be seen in Las Vegas, Nevada when I am on the 15 freeway driving in the opposite direction, seen through the driver's side of my vehicle. I'm literally in the opposite direction of Las Vegas, Nevada, where this hotel room is situated. This is impossible at all occasion with regard to 5:37 when I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada, and when I'm en route to Las Vegas, Nevada. The 21st, when I'm on the 5 North Freeway, and I'm showing you a third party that's group stalking on the freeway, while you have impossible light activity that's trailing behind the vehicle. It was a large truck, and the engineer light was flat on the ground in front of the vehicle, having nothing to do with sunlight. It's engineered light showing you a population that's group stalking, and it is coexisting with what is the integral aspect, what fills this Holiday Inn in Victorville, which is engineered light. What is covering on the inside of this hotel room, which is engineered light. The engineered light that touches the window, touches the surface, and the shape of that surface appears flat on the inside of the building, which again, is you're looking at what is a low-hanging light source that's in alignment with the building. Buildings are not the same height as the sun. The sun is an elevated, fiery gaseous ball of fire that is not the same height as compared to the sun, the low buildings that we exist in, where this is not a skyscraper, and even skyscrapers in New York and Los Angeles are not the same height as the sun. The entity maintains a light source that's in alignment the same height as the buildings that we're inside of, and this is a light source that's in alignment with the window that I'm inside of, and the sun that is above us has light that would be coming down at a downward trajectory, and also you're looking at the trajectory of the light that's appearing on the inside. This is all impossible on its face. It's also impossible because of the light source that's remaining while I am inside of my vehicle driving on the 5 North, headed toward Kern County at 4:48 p.m. on the 5 North freeway, far from this location and not at the same time seen through any hotel window in Victorville, California. This is the pattern of conduct that the entity is engaging in, and this is exposure for what the entity is ceaselessly engaged in, which is Title 18 federal stalking, Section 22618, subsections 1 and 2, and it is also the ability to identify the whole population as group stalking. You have, what is this restaurant? You have Target, that's in relevant position, 76. You have Shell Gas, which you already know. Shell Gas is a group stalker in Alvin, California, where the entity is maintaining a light source directly over the top of my head, which I captured again at 5:37 in the afternoon. 5:32. I'm in Alvin, California, which is not going to be seen outside of the window of the San Diego Hotel Fairfield Inn by Marriott, which is not going to be over in perfect alignment with me in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is not going to be seen in perfect alignment with my vehicle while I'm in this parking lot facing Motel 6 like it was yesterday at 5:32. This is the maintenance of a light source, which is not the sun, and this is not physically over the state of Nevada. It's in California. It's in alignment to my window. It's in a position where also the sunlight is showing the location with regard to the direction that I'm facing in order to have this light activity inside, and it's nowhere in a position to be seen through my window on the 5 North freeway. This is showing what is the pattern of conduct. And inside of this building, third-party license 9KHB501 is engaging in a sex offense. They're engaged in state surveillance, and it is mutually exclusive of the specific environment that's maintained here and what's maintained at Alvarado with regard to what the natural environment could possibly consist of with one son, because we don't have 14, and I keep stating that obvious statement over and over again because this is showing the state's pattern of conduct, and it's revealing demons who are group stalking. Okay, that's a demon that's pacing around in a parking lot under what is a fake sun. They're driving around in engineered light. Those are the same demons where engineered light shoots into my car while they're driving by, which is not the product of sunlight, and it's also not the product of sunlight under a light source that's in a position that's impossible, irreconcilable with regard to the pre-existing documentation, and also the engineered light, where this hovering light source, also the product of light that is horizontally shooting inside of the hotel room, and the entity is engaging in group stalking through demons with license plate 9KHB501, and every employee at Holiday Inn, every employee at Motel 6, every employee at the 76 gas station, at Target. This speaking to all the commercial means of what is surveillance. While the state is engaged in the federal group stalking and monitoring in San Bernardino County. That's what this is. The entity is maintaining the elements of monitoring, engaging in surveillance inside of a commercial means, which is Holiday Inn. And Holiday Inn is going to be prosecuted for federal group stalking and monitoring and Title 18 federal stalking, which it's doing in concert with the people who are criminally engaged in relevant positioning by mere presence, checking out a hotel room, working at the hotel, and you are aware of the intent to do so in a criminal manner for which they'll be prosecuted, and the intolerable basis of facilitation is the grounds of federal prison. And they're also doing so with impunity, aware of all of the documentation of the state that pre-existed my arrival here at Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn is a third party acting with impunity and conspiring to murder and kidnap an American citizen, doing so and also in violation of Title 18, Section 22618, subsections 1 and 2. And that is the shared criminal charges and malice and impunity of every third party that is providing evidence of their identity. They're on surveillance cameras. They're using key cards, getting in and out of the rooms, pacing all day long, while the entity is maintaining perpetual earthquake conduct. I'm on the third floor of this hotel, and there's nothing that normal people are doing underneath this hotel where the ceiling's above us. So on the second floor underneath me, there's nothing that I'm doing, even as I jump up and down, as I jump on the bed, as I'm walking all around, that's going to create an earthquake or any sort of affect, creating any sensational activity, in other words, with regard to the person above me. I'm on the third floor floor, and the entity is maintaining an ongoing incessant chorus of noise, amplified audible activity under the fake sun and engineered light. They're monitoring sensational activity under the fake sun and engineered light with regard to the demons who are pacing all around in the environment, including in the sky space, which is the pattern of conduct, criminal surveillance of a demonic nature. Terrorism is engaged in by the people of the state, which includes Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn is nothing other than a commercial name for identifying the people of the state. And the entity is doing so, opening and closing the doors in the hotel rooms, something that's not going to create any rumbling of the bed, any earthquakes. These are demons, all right? And it's as supernatural, it's as demonic as a fake sun. It's as demonic as the impossible light activity. It's as impossible as the shooting, directing light, as they do something as simple as drive by, all right? And engineered light you've seen shooting above their vehicles as they drive underneath structures. Recall Courtyard by Marriott in Las Vegas at the entry. Recall Courtyard by Marriott at the entry and Monrovia, California. The entity, recall Best Western in Costa Mesa, California. The same exact pattern of conduct, and it's absolutely impossible light activity. As impossible as that light activity is, it is as impossible with regard to the fake sun. That's nowhere in Costa Mesa at 4 p.m., which is video that I captured while I remain in Costa Mesa at 4 p.m. and also till what is 4:48 when I'm starting this video. There was no sun in Costa Mesa. This is the same pattern of conduct, and this fake sun is here at this venue in the morning, and that's impossible. That's the natural environment. With regard to duration of time, the pattern of conduct that's already established, the impunity of the entity ceaselessly engaged in P.O.C. That's a demon crossing path, and this is a demon crossing path they're pacing, and that's recognizing this conduct right here. When you're looking at the analysis, the significance of moving around in this engineered light where a population is stalking. Holiday Inn is not distinct or different, and that's clearly already established by the pattern of conduct. Holiday Inn is another third party who's going to be prosecuted. 9GUN 061, and that's impossible light on the ground, and they are going to federal prison. All right, the entity is engaged in a pattern of conduct and doing so on behalf of corrupt government actors, relying on this demonic behavior, which is designed to keep an American citizen under surveillance, and doing so in close proximity, just driving around the building in order to create activity. Those are the same demons who are molesting with engineered light, where engineered light shoots off the top of their car when they're driving underneath covered structures. When you're looking at the impossible wall, a light source that's hunkered down on a third floor level of a hotel building, and I'm not showing you the sun that is above us. I'm showing you a light source that's adjacent, that's not anywhere over the 5 North Freeway at exit number 57, named Lebec, L-E-B-E-C. And I'm also showing you what is a light source that is speaking to engineered light, not the product of sunlight that wouldn't have any light whatsoever coming into a structure, underneath a structure, because that's what this is ongoing, consistent evidence of. All right, the entity is using the elements of monitoring to engage in the pattern of conduct, monitoring inside of a private space, and also engaged in federal stalking online. And the evidence of the entity that's engaged in this P.O.C. is the evidence of the state of California's impunity. All right, this is the light source that the Azusa Police Department were group stalking in yesterday. There's no sun that was anywhere near the same Azusa homes to Hilton Suites in Azusa, California, but you already know that because the sun would not be in any position 8 hours later at 5:37 p.m. to be at that same hotel in alignment with my hotel window. But that's the evidence of what I already captured on the record when that demon-possessed government actor, the Azusa Police Department, speaking directly to the public corruption and the disqualification and permanent removal of Rocky Winrick. And it's shared with every state actor. The state that's acting, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department, is directly engaged in the pattern of conduct. The same exact pattern of conduct, which is the same entity that repeatedly engaged in kidnapping, and they're group stalking with the people of the state that are doing so in an unintelligent and unsophisticated manner. They're group stalking. They're a bunch of, again, the same demon-possessed. These are the idiots under a fake sun, and all the evidence surrounds them while they engage in the identical pattern of conduct. And you have people that are going to federal prison in Victorville, San Bernardino, California, because of it. All right, it is currently 5:02 p.m. There's no sun at 5:37 that would be in alignment. This is a light source that's going to be in alignment in conformity to a pattern of conduct out of conformity with the natural environment, which is the direct evidence prosecuting the state of California for a sex offense inside of a private space in violation of Title 18, federal stalking, where criminal surveillance, group stalking by the government remains underway. All right, again, it is currently 5:03 p.m. in Victorville, California, and this is P.O.C.